I am speaking to you now, chosen one, with a voice that finds you in the exact room you are in, at the exact breath you are taking, at the exact moment your heart is quietly asking for proof that you are not alone. I have watched your nights and I have numbered your tears. Not one has touched the earth without touching my hand first. I am not far from you. I am not vague. I am near enough to feel the temperature of your doubts and the tremble that runs through your body when you think of the words you still haven't said and the steps you still haven't taken. Archangel Michael and Jesus say, "You will lose both of us if you skip, lose, not because we abandon you, but because your attention would drift into the noise that devours courage and silences wisdom." You have only 10 minutes, 10 minutes to say yes inside yourself, to choose the path that has been shining at your feet for months. Do not skip. It is just for you. Don't try to skip this. I have been whispering to you in ways you thought were coincidences, an unexpected phrase on a poster, a melody in a store that felt like it knew your name, the way sunlight broke through a cloud exactly when you needed it to. I am not a coincidence. I am the one who shapes the light and teaches the wind where to travel. I move through the little things so I can reach the deep things without frightening you. I have come again, now, with the same gentleness and with the same power that pulled you back from the edge last time. Receive me. Let the door of your chest open like a window that was painted shut for years and suddenly slides free. Breathe. That breath you just took is holy because you allowed it. I am here. You have carried weights that were never yours. You kept certain stories alive because you believed you owed the past your loyalty, even when the past was hurting you. I am cutting those cords now. Feel this. What you thought was your identity was only your armor. What you thought was your fate was only a cage with familiar wallpaper. I have come to exchange your heaviness for a yoke that fits your shoulders with grace. I will not force you, because love is never a thief. But I am setting a boundary around you, and I am calling it the boundary of destiny. Inside this boundary, your peace grows fast. Inside this boundary, you speak your truth without shaking. Inside this boundary, your no becomes a lighthouse and your yes becomes a bridge. Step inside it by agreeing with me. Archangel Michael stands to your right with a sword that does not spill blood but severs illusions. He is not here to fight people. He is here to cut the rope between your heart and the lie that said you were unworthy of good things. He is here to stand at the threshold of your mind so that fear can no longer raid your confidence in the night. When you feel a warm clarity where confusion used to sit, that is the sign of his ministry. When you feel a stillness like a shield, that is his presence. He does not argue with darkness, he outlasts it. He does not wrestle with shadows, he turns on the light. Allow him to patrol the edges of your thoughts and you will find the center of yourself again. Jesus speaks over you now with a voice that knows the taste of dust and the silence of loneliness and the weight of a world's grief, and he says, I won't lose you in this crowd. I won't misplace you among the urgent tasks of a loud world. I call you by your name, not by your labels. I touch the place inside you that you stopped letting anyone see, and I do not flinch. I am not tired of you. I have never been annoyed with your slowness. I will walk at the speed of your healing and at the speed of your honesty. If you take one step, I will celebrate that step like a sunrise. If you pause to rest, I will build shade around you. I am not measuring you by your speed, I am measuring you by your sincerity. You have only 10 minutes in this moment to decide to be sincere with yourself. Not to do everything, not to move mountains at once, but to decide to be truthful, today, now. Chosen one, the next season of your life requires different agreements than the last season did. In the last season, you agreed to survive. You agreed to make yourself smaller so others could stay comfortable. You agreed to be understood less if it meant you were rejected less. You let your dreams become quiet so your days could be manageable. You did not fail, you adapted. But I did not design you to live forever in a pose of shrinking. I will honor how you survived, and I will invite you to change the agreements that kept you safe but are now keeping you stuck. Agree with me that your voice is allowed in your own life. Agree with me that goodness can meet you quickly. Agree with me that the love you long for begins with the way you treat your own heart when no one is watching. There are doors I am opening, but they swing toward you only when your hands are empty enough to turn the handle. Put down what you cannot fix. Put down what keeps explaining itself and still does not make sense. Put down the fantasy that if you try harder to be pleasing, those who refuse to see you will suddenly recognize your worth. I am not asking you to stop loving, I am asking you to stop bargaining. Your light is not currency. Your kindness is not a coupon. Your time is not a punishment. When you stop paying for what should be free, you will find how much treasure you still have. I am touching your memory now. The old room, the old conversation, the moment you started editing yourself, see it without shame. Put your hand on your chest. Say this with your breath, even if your lips do not move: I forgive who I needed to be to survive. I bless who I am becoming to live. Let those words sink like rain into soil that has been waiting for water. I am patient with you, but I am also urgent for you. 10 minutes is a symbol. It means the window of clarity is open right now, and the wind of resolve is moving. When a wind like this moves, you can make choices that normally feel impossible. Ask yourself, not as a question but as a knowing, what small act of obedience belongs to today. Then do it. Send the message. Fill the form. Throw away the thing that tempts you back into the version of yourself you outgrew. Place the boundary. Begin the page. Take the walk. Drink the water. Open the shades. Bless the room with your voice. I have prepared help for you in places you did not expect. A stranger will be kind to you without agenda. A friend will remember a detail you thought was invisible. An opportunity will appear that seems slightly too big for you. It is not too big for the you are becoming with my breath in your lungs. Do not overthink the miracle. Let it be ordinary in shape and holy in impact. I am not only in the thunder and fire, I am in the pattern of good days that begin to stack until you realize you have built a life from them. I am not only in the dramatic rescue, I am in the early bedtime that gives you strength to rise clear. I am not only in the ecstatic worship, I am in the steady dignity of keeping promises to yourself. There are voices that want to negotiate with your fatigue. They will tell you that cynicism is wisdom, that numbness is maturity, that quitting is spiritual because striving hurt you. Listen to me instead. Wisdom is soft-spoken and strong-backed. Maturity is tender and honest. Rest is holy and it restores your courage to act, not your permission to abandon your gifts. You will not lose Jesus. You will not lose Michael. You will not lose me. But if you skip this moment, if you let your attention be hijacked by the old rehearsals, you will lose access to the power that is available in this hour. Stay with me. Keep your eyes here. 10 minutes more of presence will turn into a new pattern of days, and that pattern will turn into a harvest you will not have to chase. Hear this blessing over your relationships. I am sifting them with kindness. Those who cannot celebrate your healing will drift, bless their journey and release them. Those who can walk with you without controlling you will draw nearer, welcome them without suspicion. Those who inspired your growth through pain will not be allowed to repeat their lessons. Wisdom has graduated you. Those who are sent to you next will be fluent in respect, fluent in laughter, fluent in quiet joy. Your home will be a sanctuary where your nervous system finally believes it is safe to unclench. Your table will hear stories that end in hope. Your bed will remember rest. Your mornings will stop feeling like debts you cannot pay. I am moving in your work and provision. I will multiply the fruit of your steady efforts, and I will break the curse of almost that kept your plans at the edge of fulfillment. I am not withholding from you, I am aligning you. I will teach you rhythms that do not burn you out. I will give you ideas that are humble in size and powerful in outcome. You will take one faithful step and then another, and angels will add acceleration where you would have only had strain. Watch for this sign. A task you have dreaded will take less time than you feared, and the relief you feel will make space for a fresh idea. Follow that idea. There is a door behind it and a window beside it. You have a history with me, and in that history there are rescues you have forgotten because pain edited the record. I am restoring the record. Remember the moment you thought, I cannot do this, and then you did. Remember the day you laughed while you were still grieving. Remember the way a certain friend's voice made the hallway less cold. Remember the time you apologized and were met with tenderness. These are not small. They are stones in the river that prove you have crossed before. You will cross again. Your future is not untouchable, it is reachable with my hand on yours. I am not pushing you, I am walking you forward. Archangel Michael says your name now with the authority of a guardian who has tracked your steps through seasons you did not even know were dangerous. He says your name and then he says, "Enough," and the schemes that fed on your self-doubt scatter like birds startled by a sudden clap. He says, "Rise," and your shoulders square. He says, "Focus," and the thousand tiny worries boil down to the next faithful action. He is not loud. He is relentless. He will stand at your door as long as it takes for you to learn that peace is the strongest stance. When you feel a sudden desire to clean a corner of your room, answer it. Order on the outside creates space for order on the inside. When you feel a sudden nudge to forgive yourself for yesterday, answer it. Mercy on the inside creates courage on the outside. These are the small trainings that make you mighty. Jesus smiles over the shame you carry and says, "I already paid what you are still trying to pay." He places his hand where your memory still burns and says, "Healed," not as a denial of your hurt but as a truth stronger than the hurt. He walks to the locked door inside you where the younger version of you sits with her head down, and he kneels and says, "You can come out now. We are not in danger anymore." The door opens. The air changes. You do not have to pretend. You do not have to be impressive. You do not have to be worthy by effort. You are beloved by essence. Let the word beloved rewrite the story that used to be titled Too Late. I am giving you back your sense of timing. You thought you had missed the train, but I held it at the platform and rewrote the schedule. I do this not to indulge procrastination but to crown repentance. When you turn, time turns with you. When you choose truth, opportunity hears your footsteps and returns. You are not behind. You are right on time for the life that fits you. Stand up inside your body. Feel the length of your spine remembering dignity. Lift your face. You were not made to scan the floor for permission. You were made to meet the day like a friend. Beloved chosen one, I speak to you now with urgency, with weight, and with love that burns brighter than any flame. This is not a moment to pass by, not a message to ignore, for Archangel Michael and Jesus themselves cry out to you, "You will lose both of us if you skip this." The time is short. You have only 10 minutes in the Spirit to hear and to take hold of this word. God says, "Chosen one, do not skip this. It is for you. Do not try to push it away." This message carries the breath of eternity and the trembling of heaven's voice. Every word you are about to hear is a rope being lowered from heaven to rescue you from what was meant to drown you. If you grasp it, you will live. If you let it slip, you will stumble into a silence you were never meant to know. I will begin now, and I will not hold back. This is God's word for you, flowing as a stream that will not stop until it has poured out the 6,000 words He has ordered for your life. Prepare your heart. Receive it. Do not let your thoughts wander. Every line carries your rescue, your answer, your miracle. You are standing at the edge of a choice. In the unseen world, your name is being spoken. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword on your behalf. Jesus has stretched his hands wide, still marked by love's eternal scars, to cover you. And yet, the danger is this: if you skip this message, you silence the very voices fighting to protect you. Heaven is whispering, do not lose this moment. 10 minutes remain. The window is open, but it will not remain forever. The powers that oppose you know how close you are to breakthrough. They know that doors are cracking open, that what was withheld is about to be released, and so they are whispering lies into your spirit to distract you, to tell you this word is not needed, that tomorrow will be enough. But tomorrow is not promised in this instruction. God says, now. Today. 10 minutes. Your destiny is wrapped in obedience. One act of listening changes the direction of your entire life. One act of ignoring creates scars that heaven grieves. That is why Jesus speaks with both gentleness and firmness. You will lose both of us if you skip this. The angels are watching how you handle this word. The spiritual world is leaning in. This moment is not entertainment, it is not coincidence, it is appointment. Heaven has scheduled this encounter to bring you into alignment with your true inheritance. You feel the pull inside you. You have known for days that something unseen is circling your life. You have felt the heaviness, the sudden silence when you think too deeply, the strange restlessness in the middle of the night. That was heaven calling. That was Archangel Michael trying to cut through the noise. That was Jesus himself whispering, do not drift. I see in the Spirit, a clock counting down. The hands are heavy with urgency. 9 minutes remain as you read. And the Father says, my chosen, if you continue, if you keep reading, the rope I am lowering will lift you. If you turn away, the rope withdraws. Not as punishment, but because you refused the lifeline when it was closest. Do not gamble with this. The enemy wants you distracted. He wants you scrolling past this. He wants you numb. He wants you skipping. But God says, chosen one, do not skip this. Heaven is ready to release answers to the cries you have held in your chest for so long. You have prayed, when, Lord? How much longer? And heaven responds, now. In this moment. But only if you will not skip, my beloved chosen one. Hear my words clearly in this moment, for this message is not ordinary, and it carries weight beyond the breath of time. Archangel Michael and Jesus stand before you with fire in their voices, saying to you, you will lose both of us if you skip this. Do not let your heart wander or treat this as a passing note. You have only 10 minutes to open your spirit fully to this message, for in these words lies your turning point. God says, "Chosen one, do not skip this, it is just for you." Do not try to skip this, for this is your moment of divine collision with destiny. The Spirit has been moving around you like a rushing wind, waiting for the precise hour to deliver what was sealed under your name before you were even born. Heaven has waited for your eyes to fall on these lines. Heaven has waited for your ears to open to this voice. Do you not feel the pull in your chest as these words flow toward you? It is the voice of eternity drawing you near. Do not allow distractions, doubts, or weariness to rob you of what is unfolding right now. This is not a coincidence, this is a divine appointment. Archangel Michael says, "The sword of truth has already been drawn." He is standing guard around your name, around your house, around your destiny. But he warns you with great urgency, if you ignore this, the covering will pull back, and the forces that have long hated your light will come against you without shield. That is why this message carries fire. That is why Jesus himself declares, "You will lose both of us if you treat this casually." Beloved, this is not a game. This is not a parable. This is reality breaking into your timeline. Your life has been moving in cycles, waiting for a sudden interruption. This message is that interruption. It is not another ordinary day, it is a supernatural crossing. Every word you read right now is heaven's electricity striking your soul. My child, your miracle is pressing against the door, and the enemy has tried to block it with fear, confusion, and delay. But I, the Lord your God, tell you, the gate is opening because you dared to stay and listen. You dared not to skip. And in that obedience, my hand is moving to release what has been held up. This is not the hour for hesitation. This is not the hour for doubt. You have 10 minutes, 10 minutes of heaven's window flung wide above you. 10 minutes in which the angels are leaning forward, waiting for your agreement. 10 minutes in which your name is being spoken at the throne. Will you let this moment pass, or will you seize it with trembling hands? My spirit cries out, do not let go, do not look away, do not treat this lightly. Chosen one, I am pleading with you in love, do not skip. God says, this message is for you, my chosen one. You have only 10 minutes, and you must not take this lightly. Archangel Michael and Jesus are standing before you right now, saying with trembling authority, you will lose both of us if you skip. This is not a small matter. It is eternal, it is divine, it is written in the heavenlies. Do not try to skip this. It is just for you. I am watching you, my beloved child. Every second you hesitate is like fire burning against the blessing that has been prepared. I am crying out to you, do not ignore. Do not scroll past. Do not silence what heaven has released for you in this very moment. For this is not coincidence. This is not chance. This is my voice, and my voice alone. Archangel Michael says, you are being tested right now. The heavens are open, the angels are moving, and your name has been spoken before the throne. You are standing at a gate that opens only once in this measure of time. The gate is narrow, and only the chosen ones walk through it. But if you skip, the gate closes, and the sound of its lock will echo in your soul forever. Jesus says, you have delayed too long in the past, and I have waited with mercy. But this moment is not like others. This moment is sealed. This moment is critical. You have exactly 10 minutes, chosen one. 10 minutes that carry the weight of eternity. If you let it slip, the hands that reach for you will vanish, and you will stand wondering why silence fell so suddenly upon your life. God says, I am warning you with love. Do not break my heart by ignoring this. Every word is life. Every sentence is designed to lift you from the pit where your enemies thought you would die. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are not lost. You are mine, and I fight for you. The Spirit whispers, look behind the curtains of your life, chosen one. There are people you trust who smile, but their smiles are painted masks. Their lips speak peace, but their hearts sharpen daggers. Archangel Michael has seen them circling you. They thought you would never know. They thought heaven would never reveal. But today, the light pierces their darkness. You must not skip, because the names are being written down, and their plans are being exposed. Jesus says, you are stronger than you know, but the reason you are strong is because I am within you. Do not give in to fear. Do not let hesitation steal this hour. Heaven has set your destiny before you like a table overflowing with blessing. The enemy is raging because he knows you are minutes away from breakthrough. He whispers to your heart, skip, ignore, delay. But I command you, don't. Stay. Listen. Receive. God says, chosen one, I am marking your house with a covering of fire tonight. 10 minutes is all it takes for an angel to move from one end of your street to the other. 10 minutes is all it takes for a hidden contract in your name to be signed in heaven. 10 minutes is all it takes for chains to fall, for prisons to shake, for lies to be crushed. If you skip, the angels assigned to you return without completing the task. If you stay, miracles break open like a flood. Archangel Michael says, I am drawing my sword right now. It is not against you. It is against those who dared to touch you, those who mocked you in silence, those who whispered that your destiny would fail. I am warning them, step back, for the chosen one has opened the message, and the heavens are guarding their life. Jesus says, you are mine. Do not trade me for distraction. Do not lose me for a moment of doubt. I am worth more than gold, more than silver, more than the applause of people who do not love you. Chosen one, I am pouring new oil on your head. But if you skip, the oil is poured out on the ground and wasted. Don't waste heaven's gift. God says, my child, hear me. I am speaking with trembling in my voice, for I know the weight of this moment. You have exactly 10 minutes. That is all. In these 10 minutes, destinies shift, courts in heaven convene, judgments are written, blessings are released. Do not skip. Do not delay. It is for you. It is sealed with your name.